Hey everyone, hello, welcome. Hi Richard, welcome to the stream of higher frequency, source energy, abundance flow, magic, and basically wholeness. Hi Elia, hi Teresa. Yes, guys. Okay, so let's do a practice of presence and invite more loving energy into our bodies, more more higher frequency. I'm gonna do this for like 5 minutes and then I'm gonna make another talk and then receive comments and questions from you guys. So let's drop right now into the present moment. So close your eyes, whatever you are right now, feel your body, feel the presence of your body, whatever you are. Maybe you're in bed, lying on the bed, or on the couch, or on a chair, or in your car, or at work sometimes, doesn't matter. Um, Whatever you are, just choose a comfortable position. Even if you leave the phone or the device that you're in on right now, just leave the sound so that you can hear the sound and leave it for a while. And just stay there with yourself for a few seconds. Stay there with your energy. Put awareness that you are there, you are alive, you are present in the room, in the space you're in. Simple as it sounds, guys. Just be present there with yourself. It's gonna be very simple practice, and we can always do this. Now tune into the main energetic field, the main energetic vortex into your body, which is your heart. This is where the electromagnetic pulse radiates from. It's in your heart space, in your heart area. The heart is not just a pumping blood mechanism and device. That's one aspect of it, which is amazing, right? It energizes our body completely with blood all the time. But it's also um, a high frequency energetic electromagnetic engine, right? We receive from the heart, we receive impulses from the whole cosmos, from the whole planet, from the whole galaxy, right? So it's a powerhouse, guys. It's the second engine. We have brain. The brain is a powerful engine. We have the heart. I would say that the heart sometimes is even more important because it's how we feel. It's how we navigate our human existence and decide what's good and right for us. Although there's no good or right, but you can decide. You can have a choice in that based on how you feel. So feel your heart space. Just feel how it's there for you unconditionally. Feel how every beat that it has, it happens by default. It's infinite intelligent. You don't have to do anything for it, guys. It's unconditionally there, beating every single second for you so that you can experience this life. It allows the soul to stay in the body. It connects the whole nervous system and allows us to have this human experience, right? So feel the power of the heart, feel the importance of the heart in our body on a physical way, but also on an energetic way. We feel emotions in that space. We feel emotions in our body through the heart, especially loving emotions and joyful emotions. It translates to the heart and to the gut area, right? It's where we feel in this whole heart space, the solar plexus as well. So now see this powerful vortex of energy in your heart. Just visualize it. Visualize it as maybe as a gold energy or a rainbow energy, however resonates with you. Let's see it as a gold energy. Now see this gold energy from your heart going upwards into your shoulders. First of all, it it fills your whole chest, and then it goes upwards into your shoulders, into your neck, and into your head. You're filled now with heart frequency. You are filled with higher frequency from your heart. It's from yourself. It's not from an external source. It's from you. You have that power within you at all times. Feel how your body, your upper body, your head is energized by your heart, from your heart. And now allow this energy to go down into your abdominal area. See it how, visualize how it goes from the heart down. It fills your whole body, your whole abdominal area, and all organs there. And as you feel that, feel how it energizes simply. Feel the energy of it. Now visualize that it goes down into your waist. And now down into your legs. This golden energy from your heart. Now down into your knees, into your calves, and further down into your toes, into your feet and toes, in every single part, in every single toe. See how your body is filled with this golden heart energy. Now also see how this energy goes through your hands. We didn't mention hands, so see how this energy from your heart expands straight into your hands and fills all your hands, your arms, your elbows, your forearms, every single finger that you have. Now see yourself being filled, filled up with this golden energy. Just be aware of this energy right now. This is ultimately your power all the time. Is to enhance your heart frequency all over your body and create like a magnetic torus around your body. Because that's what happens. If your body is filled with this loving energy, with this high frequency heart energy, you create a torus around yourself. The torus is already there, it just expands more, you know. And this is how it impacts other humans in your life, in your work environment, in your family. Everyone gets to pick this energy and get inspired by it. This is how we serve at the best in these times of confusion on this planet. It's important to see the reflections that the world shows us. It's important to see the contrast, but ultimately, it's more important to uh, to generate this higher frequency, to understand what is our role, how can we serve at best. Even if we want to intervene and change something in this whole world, that's amazing. But from this higher frequency state of being, it's so easier and effortless to do that than comparing with a frequency of fighting and being frustrated and putting resistance and so on. It's the same thing. We can do this. We can change this world, but from alignment and from higher frequencies, easier. We are inspired. We are receiving higher guidance from the universe on how to do it best. And also, we enjoy the journey. We feel that we are playing. We are, vessels of source, and we are playing with this energy. We are not taking it so personally. We experience something that we feel that we can do better, and we just do it. We are co-creating with the universe. It becomes our ally. Now take a deep breath and take a deep breath of cosmic energy into your body, of life force energy. Fill your lungs with it. And now release every doubt and every worry that you still have in your mind. And if it's still there, that's okay. Take another deep breath. Fill yourself with cosmic energy and release everything that is not serving. And the last one, take an inhale again and release everything out. Now be aware of your body, and slowly, as you feel comfortable, open your eyes and step into presence here. Life is such a gift, guys, literally. When we know how to play the game of life in a best way that serves our, our experiences and our desires, our well-being, then it's amazing, right? It's the only thing that actually makes us feel satisfaction within us. We just want to feel good. It's our birthright. Let me know how you feel, guys. Let me know how this felt for you. How do you feel after this practice? What came up for you? Everything you want to express. Shayla, awesome. Is cleansing. That's awesome. Yeah, it's refreshing, right? Release. Awesome. I hope you release the irritation that you felt before. Lisa says connected. Amazing. Teresa says that feels better. Awesome. Tanya says lovely recalibrating. Yeah, my pleasure. I'm happy you received this. That's it. It's recalibrating, guys. Because now let's go into the topic of higher frequency. Higher frequency is not something that we are not already. It's not something that we need to achieve. We are that by birthright, guys. We are that. Like that. That is our natural state of being. Look at the child who's freshly born into the world in his first years of life. How he laughs. How he also cries. But everything is seems like like he's involved with life, and he's naturally inspiring. His energy, his purity, his innocence is in a such state, in a such frequency that it's just simply inspiring. That's because this is what we are at our core. At our core essence, our souls is higher frequency, right? That's what we are. And when we come into these human bodies, when we incarnate in these human bodies, we tend to forget that. Why do we tend to forget that? It's because, first of all, the energies when we incarnate, the energies are very dense. We go into a low vibrational state. We come from a astral realm, where the soul lives, into a low vibrational experience, the third dimension, right? Right now, it's calibrating the collective is calibrating to a fourth and fifth dimensional experience, but when we were born, we were coming straight into a third dimensional, rigid experience of life, right? With regulations and structures and control and conditionings and so many labels and identities and whoa, so many of those. There are millions of identities and millions of I'm this and that, I'm that and that. That's that's all roles we play. It's not who we truly are at our core. Who we truly are at our core is pure source energy, is the energy of our soul, right? It's just energy, and this energy is extremely intelligent, right? We are interconnected with the quantum field at all times, and when we put awareness on these fixated human problems, or whatever our minds believes as reality, then we tend to forget who we truly are. In order to step into who we truly are, into this higher frequency state of what it is to be a soul embodied, in order to be there, we need to release identity mostly, right? Like all identities that are limiting us. Not all, like we, how to call this? It doesn't mean that you cannot take a role. Yes, you can take a role. Yes, you can be a healer. You can be a coach. You can be a whatever you are, message therapist, a teacher, a guide, a mechanic, an engineer, whatever you want to be and whatever experience you want to have, you can have that. It's not about don't do that. No, it's about realizing that you are beyond that, right? So that's a role you play. That's a thing you are doing. That's an experience that you have, but it's not ultimately what you are. So bringing that awareness into everything we do, we are simply doing it just for the sake of it. We do it because it's fun. We don't do it because we have to. We don't do it because we need to secure our survival. We do it because it's fun, because it's playful. And when we operate from that place, then the universe supports us. The universe brings us also income. We can create from there, right? Like there are humans who really, for example, they are doctors and they love being doctors. It's what makes them feel good. It's fun to be a doctor, right? To help humans and so on. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's amazing, and it can be fun, even if they work with injuries and accidents and diseases and so on. But it can be fun. So fun doesn't mean that it has to be uh, all the time something, I don't know, playing all the time like a child in this naivety of aliveness necessarily. It can be something quite serious like being a doctor or being an architect or a lawyer, but you do it with fun energy. You're doing because it's fun to create. We came here um, as creators, but the purpose is not the creation itself. It's not the end goal. It is the creating. It is the experience itself, right? It's what we are. Um, it's our ability to enjoy the journey while we are doing it, to enjoy the process. Let me know if this makes sense for you so far. Let me know if you have, any feedback. Just drop it there in the comments, guys. Yeah, Shayla says absolute sense, all about the journey. Yes, totally. Bonnie says total alignment with what you're saying. Awesome. I'm glad to hear, guys. Daniela says beautiful words, Alex. Thank you. Thank you for being here and receiving. We are reflecting one another. That's all we are doing. You're making perfect sense. Thank you, guys. Thanks for receiving. Resonates with me. Awesome. So, yeah. So basically, this is how you also maintain your higher frequency. I know it sounds very simple, on paper it's so simple. Um, but we maintain our higher frequency by following our excitement, our what drives us, what makes us feel good, and not from a place of fear or scarcity or lack or worrying or controlling, but from a simple place of what is it that makes me feel good. Ask yourselves, guys, in this moment, what makes you feel good, right? What is that you want to do and makes you feel good? It can be so this has nothing to do with a bigger picture necessarily. It can be as simple as I just want to rest right now. I just want to, I don't know, now I'm ready to write my book. Now I'm ready to go out and just be out there, I don't know, go to a restaurant. It can be extremely simple. When you follow these impulses instead of following what the mind should, what the mind says and what I should do, you are always maintaining your higher frequency, and that's what happens. Of course, life throws us some challenge, some obstacle from time to time. That's normal. That's part of it. But we can see that obstacle also as an opportunity to expand, an opportunity to yeah, you can see it in a fun way also, right? You can work yourself out of it. You know, the the journey of solving a problem can be fun, even if it seems like a problem. You know, the journey of doing um, of being involved in something that challenges you within you, you can see that as a fun way. You can totally do that from a playful way. We are just playing with more seriousness in a way, but you can transmute that into a fun way as well. It's just perspective. It literally is just perspective. And to maintain a higher frequency is to shift the perspective, to shift the perspective that we are victims of life into we are intentional creators. And by intentional creators doesn't mean that we have to build empires around us and I don't know and be successful musician and artists. That's part of it as well, of course. But you can um, we can shift the perspective of where you are and why are you there. Even if you have a 9 to 5 job or something that you're doing right now that you think is not in alignment with what you could do. Yes, probably is true, but how can you shift that? Is by shifting your frequency around it, is by shifting your perspective around it, so that it adds to your journey. I'm sure that everything you're doing, everything you're involved in right now has something good in it. There is something good in it. So focus on that. And when you exhausted that, when there is nothing good in it, and you learn the lessons and it plays its role into your life, trust that the universe will show you another opportunity and another way to uh, to maintain that because this is what you choose. You choose to see the good thing, the good feeling in it, the well-being in whatever you're doing. This is making sense. Yeah. Charu says, yes, thank you for articulating so beautifully what my soul knows. Yeah, guys, I'm just reminding you of your power. There's nothing new in this. It's reminding, we are constantly bringing ourselves home and we are learning and teaching one another how the rules of the game work. The actual game, the actual games of the universal laws on why we are here on the planet. You know, and what does it mean to be human? What does it mean to be embodied? Um, and you know, how can you make our lives a better experience? And we are remembering this. That's all we are doing. All of us know this truth. That's why it resonates with you because it is your core truth. And you don't have to think and be hard on yourself if you think, oh, why do I forget about it? It's obvious. Look at the world. The world is such a reflection of how it should be, right? It's such a contrast. But yet, if you're aware that that contrast actually helps you step even deeper into your own truth, it helps you remember because you're like, wow, I don't want this world. I mean, I don't want this world. I don't want. I don't want to participate in this world by its own rules. I want to bring my own rules and my own feelings into this game. I'm not supposed to be a puppet in this show. I'm supposed to be a creator. So I'm creating my own frequency in this game. I can still play the game if that's what how life is right now for me. But I can bring my own codes into the game, and also this is how we change the game from the inside out. Jay says, when we know this, we don't take things personally. Exactly, guys. Totally. And courage to change, yes, it takes so much. It takes a level of commitment to acknowledge that you want a better experience, to acknowledge your actual power, guys. It takes responsibility to be free. It takes responsibility to be a creator, for sure, right? Like I live my life for the last, I would say, 4 years in complete guidance and surrender. I don't have a plan. I don't have, a big picture or a safety net or a plan B. I just follow what my intuition tells me. And this is how I end up being here. This is how I end up living the life I'm living. This is how I end up, uh, on this island near Bali where I live in these pristine waters, and I'm diving and surfing every day, and I'm just enjoying life. And it's so simple. I just followed my excitement. But it took a lot of courage. For sure it took, right? It was not that easy. Uh, but in the beginning, it's intention, right? It's you put your intention. You're like, yes, this is what I want, and that ultimately shifts your reality according uh, to whatever resistance you have, whatever attachment you still have, and it brings the universe brings the codes, brings the information, brings the guidance as much as you are ready for it. It can go smooth. It doesn't have to be like a break of, you know, exterminating what doesn't serve you and so on. No, it's just, I took those risks and I was in extremes. I was like this. Now I learn to navigate life like this and as much as I can towards an upwards direction. And it's beautiful. It's just I can see how the universe it holds me and it serves me. It's user friendly. Hi Joseph, welcome. Tanya says, can you share your story a little? How you made that shift 4 years ago? Um, there's a lot of components to that shift that made me realize that shift. But I guess I was literally tired. I was tired to be a puppet in the show. I knew I'm a powerful creator because I had an awakening almost 8 years ago, a big, strong, profound inner transformation and awakening when I realized my power, who I am, and what is available, what is the human potential, and not who I am, but who we all are. We all have this, we all are this. I just was, I was remembered. I was in a rock bottom situation and I woke up uh, completely new, like with a fresh energy, with a fresh consciousness. Um, it struck fully my body. It was like a crack into my body, into my soul, and it just entered a new consciousness, and I was changed completely. And since then, I was gradually shown what is available, what is possible, what is our power, how the universal laws of attraction function, what are the main laws in this universe. And then I started to apply. I just took the risk. I practiced and I took the risk, right? So what did I did? Um, I've been shown, what are the main laws of this universe, and people and humanity create so many laws and so many subcategories of this. For me, it's very simple. Three main laws of this universe, literally three, and those laws are: one of them is we exist. It's a fact. We don't have to question it. We don't have to deny it. There's no point. You cannot be skeptical about it. We exist. It's the biggest fact ever, right? We exist. We are now present, uh, and we exist. Period. You can put whatever association and description you want to this, but the fact is that we exist, and we don't have to all have it all figured it out. Life showed me also reasons why we are here and how we ended up. That's a different story, but it doesn't matter. In the end, I still have to practice the same awareness every single day. I exist. I am. I am. I am a presence. The second part of it is that everything is interconnected. Everything is one. What I am is what you are, and what everything in this beautiful physical experience and beyond in the whole cosmos is. Right? The plants, the animals, all humans, we are all the same source. We are all experiencing the same fundamental energy, source energy, in different ways and different shapes and forms. As simple as that. And we are all interconnected with one another, which means whatever decision I make, it impacts the whole collective. Whatever decision you make impacts the whole collective. If you have a big belief in something that is really important for you, and you feel inspired to take an action for that, you feel, to create that, to bring it into the world, that will impact the people it's supposed to impact, the people who resonate with that. It's always a fact. Like you guys are here, exactly the reasons that you guys are here is because you probably need to hear this. Not even probably, it's fact. You were attracted to this life. From all lives that are there on inside timer, and from all moments in time, you came here for this reason. And that is how it operates. Because my intention was to present this version of perspective of what life taught me from my what I learned from my life experience. So yeah, so I realized these are the first two laws, and then the third law is that there are only laws of attraction that matters. We have to understand that everything in this universe is like attracts like. Energy always attracts the same energy. Whatever you embody, whatever you feel within yourself, attracts more of it. As simple as that. If you feel sad, you will attract more sadness. Sometimes it's useful to feel sad because you have to release something, you have to purge something out of your system. You have to feel it, you have to accept it, embrace it, love it, and let it go. Awesome. That applies with every other experience you have, which is a negative one. Something that is uh, impacting your mood in a negative way. Uh, it doesn't mean you have to bypass it. Yeah, but in the same way, whenever you feel love, whenever you feel abundance, whenever you feel excitement, and whenever you want to play and feel joyful, you attract more of that. You attract more opportunities that gives you, uh, that experience. Simple as that. In all ways, the laws of attraction deliver. There's no point in time that they don't deliver. All the time they deliver exactly what you're vibrating, exactly what you are in a resonance on an energetic level with. It's literally the three laws, the three fundamental laws that I totally understand how it works, and I'm totally living my life based on this. It's so simple. If you think about it, it's so simple. And if you can incorporate this into your experience, just try it out, guys. Try it out one day. Wake up in the morning and remember yourself. I exist. I am. Boom. I am there. I'm present. It's a fact. First of all. Second of all, uh, I'm connected with everything. I am life itself. I am source energy. Everything is interconnected. I'm one. I'm in unity with everything in existence. That's also a fact. It's how it is. And you can see it. You can see it in your life. In so many, you had proofs of that in your lives. And we all know about it. We speak about it. You want to teach others about it. But until you feel it in your body yourself, it's hard to make people understand from a cognitive perspective. But we all know about it. And when we know about it, it's also on a cognitive perspective. And if you want to believe this, we will be shown as well. And we can feel this unity feeling in our body. That's amazing. There's no better feeling you can feel. It's like you are unconditional love embodied. Then the third one is exactly, it comes to the third law when it's like, how do I want to feel? What do I want to experience today? Right? Do I want to experience? I don't know. Maybe I want a new client. How does it feel to have a new client? Because you understand that the laws of attraction delivers to you whatever you want, right? So you get to set your day based on these principles. You apply all of these three laws every single morning when you wake up. And the third one is, how do I want to feel today? And then you can use that energy to attract. You can feel that energy in your body first of all. Let's say you want to feel love, simple love, right? So you feel the feeling of love in your body. How does it feel to feel love? This is how it feels. Awesome. You will attract throughout your day the same feeling from everyone. People will start smiling on you on the street for no reason. Even if they have masks on their face, they will smile with their eyes. You will attract more positivity and more love because you embody that, right? So that's available for everything, for abundance, for whatever we want. It's as simple as it sounds. So I understood this at a deep, deep level. This was my life lesson, guys, to understand the energetic works and mechanics of how our universe functions. To master these universal laws. It took me time. It took me like around 7 years to completely understand and master all of this and convince my mind that it's true. but now it comes effortlessly to me. It's just how it is. And of course, I experience challenges and so on, but I know how to navigate those times as well. I experienced dark times myself. I just canceled 2 days ago a live event because I was in an emotional process. It was full moon and I was releasing something. I was like, I cannot go live this way because I cannot deliver a message. I cannot, um, I don't feel like it. I don't feel to serve from this space. I'm not feeling good simply, and I canceled that live. So it doesn't mean that you don't experience contrast and polarity. You can still experience it, but you just know how to navigate it better. So this is what life taught me. It taught me even to be at peace in dark times, and that's a powerhouse. So let me know, how does it feel? Is this resonating with you? Is this making sense? Do you relate with this? Did you experience this as well? Bring it on, guys. Let's see. Yeah, and awesome, Daniel. I read your message. Nice. Yeah, we all have been on this journey of understanding this. And when we understand this, it's so it's so easily. It's effortless. Life, it can be effortless. Trust me, life literally can be effortless. With an amount, yeah, there will be always contrast. Contrast makes us expand. Contrast makes us, fine tune our creation, fine tune our experience. But we can really live to the best of our abilities in a well-being state of mind. Simple. Awesome, guys. I love that you resonate. Nice, Shayla. I will speak my truth every single time, right? When you follow your intuition, that's it. It's just knowing. It's the universe being, the universe want to reach out to you and tell you you can do this. I'm guiding you. I'm supporting you. That's what the universe does. Joseph, you can be there. It's so possible. By the way, guys, I have a mentorship, a 4 weeks mentorship about this topic and how to master the universal laws, how to understand the universal laws that are essential to our human experience, and how to alchemize our energy to attract our desires and our experiences and our soul passions, and how to have a simple, an effortless human experience as much as is possible for every single person in this moment in time. So I created this 4 week mentorship for this reason. It is called the playground because I really believe that we are here to play. We are here to enjoy life. We are we are literally children in adult bodies. We are here to be playful, guys, to explore life, to be curious, to experience our desires, to expand, to enjoy. All of these things is our birthright. Of course, we go through healing. We go through deep layers of identity that we need to deprogram from. We go through all of that lineages and thousands of years of conditioning. We all know that. We don't bypass it. That's part of the journey as well. But still, even if we are in that process, we are still allowed to play. We can still play. We can still enjoy life. It doesn't mean that if you are in a process of healing, if you're in a process of transformation, it doesn't mean that you cannot be playful. It doesn't mean that you're not allowed to be a creator because you have to heal. You're not a patient. You're not a sick patient. Your disease is dis-ease. It's not something that makes you, you can see it as I'm a victim of this healing period I am in right now. But you can see it as an outside experience that, okay, I'm experiencing this part of myself right now, but I'm still worthy and I'm still playful and I'm still a creator. You can dive in these multidimensional aspects of yourself no matter what. So, guys, if you feel resonance with this and if you want to join this mentorship that I just created, it starts in on the 21st of March, and it will take 4 weeks. It will be like lives that I'm doing with people, um, and it will be very interactive, and I will channel some information and some guidance, and also share you exclusive videos and tools and practices to calibrate to higher frequency and uh, to elevate your consciousness. Basically, just let me know or contact me directly on my profile here on Inside Timer, or you can find me also on most social media platforms. The name is the same, Alex Buta, on all platforms. Um, and also, I have a circle here on Inside Timer, a small community that I just started with help of with other people. I think 3 weeks ago or so, and this is constantly growing. So this is where we also stay connected, and I will share with you when I have the next lives here on Inside Timer, and we can expand on whatever topic you feel like it there, and you can also connect with me directly, ask me whatever question you have there, whatever you feel inspired, whatever comes to your consciousness. And I'm gonna share this group here with you. This circle is here on Inside Timer. The circle, Daniela, the circle is called Elevating Consciousness with Alex Buta, and this is the link. I will share right now the link. You can copy and paste this into your browser, either you're on a phone or you're on a yeah, desktop, laptop, or you can simply search on the circles area for Elevating Consciousness with Alex Buta, and you will find it. This is basically the name. So this is how we stay connected, guys. This is how, dive into other topics, whatever we feel. It's a very purely authentic way of expressing them. And yeah, right now, let me know if you have any question regarding the today's topic, regarding higher frequency. Whatever you feel, drop it there, and let's explore this. Uh, I'm happy to answer. I'm happy to bring clarity, whatever it is, guys. Just drop it there in the comments. Let's dive into it. Let's bring awareness to it. Oh, Rob, I saw your what you said a few minutes ago. I know it's possible as I've done it too. Now I want to be more conscious of what I'm creating. Yeah, um, exactly. That's the point. It's we always expand. We always have a different um, perspective upon what we are creating, and that's always going to be the case. You will always expand. It's not that we reach a point in time and you're like, okay, now I know enough. Now I don't have to grow. Now it's enough. No, that's the thing, guys. The universe expands all the time. This is the universe at its service. It just expands. And we, as universe reflections, we are always expanding as well. We are always wanting new things. We are always wanting new perspectives and new experiences and new explorations. And we have new desires and so on. And the whole point of it is to be more conscious of that, to understand how it works and to bring them as effortlessly as we can into our life experience. Bonnie says we really need to hear what you're saying, living in the flow. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Thanks for receiving. Teresa says, any tips for snapping out of a dark place? Yes. Before you enter a dark place, if you recognize that I'm going on a rabbit hole into the darkness, you have a momentum where you can pick yourself up and maintain your frequency, maintain your higher frequency. However, if you cannot do that, which let's be honest, a lot of the time happens, also for me and for so many of us, and when we go down the rabbit hole, then it means that momentum was very strong, was stronger than our higher frequency, and we need to embrace that moment, not resist it, because while resisting it, we're just perpetuating more. We are inviting it to stay more in our frequency. So in that moment, we need to embrace it, we need to feel it, and we need to allow it to be there, and give our unconditional compassion and love to that moment. Whatever we are experiencing, sometimes we experience grief, we experience sadness, we experience frustration towards, usually towards ourselves, because it's everything that we have within us. It's stored emotions in our body. And when we give this forgiveness to ourselves, this compassion, this uh, um, unconditional love and nurturing energy, then this shifts very fast, and naturally your energy will elevate again to a higher frequency. This is what I did all of my life, and there are many methods to do this as well. You can dance with your emotions. Literally, you can make a dance with whatever negative emotion, whatever flow is there, and honor it as part of duality. You know, um, it's easier to be when you're in a higher frequency. It's easier to be there, but when you're in the momentum, and you need to know how to pull yourself out there, and this is how you do it basically. And you can also self-inquire about it, but not attaching to it too much, not dwelling in it. You're just allowing the expression of it. So then it's kind of like a cloud, when a cloud comes, the sky is always clear, right? So when the cloud comes, it needs to express. Sometimes it rains, sometimes it snow, and then it goes away, and then it's clear again, right? Simple. It's simple mechanism of this how life functions on this in this earth realm. That's how it functions. Rob says, trust and faith seems to be the key. How does one grow that within oneself? Practicing. You have to practice it. So practice more of it. Practice more of it. As much as you allow, as your body allows you, as your mind allows you. Because we live so much in this mental world, right? We have this mental structure that how things should be, controlling way. And trust and faith is a very feminine quality, especially in us men. It's a very feminine quality that we need to develop more of. So it takes a little bit of practice. Every single day, practice a little bit more and more and more. And there are tools to practice that in better. For example, if you go into nature and observe the nature patterns and everything, how everything is created, and allow yourself to be held by nature. So go into waters, go into oceans and seas and rivers and forests, and just, see how that nature is there, trusting, and unconditionally is there present, and in that same way you can connect with that frequency, and you can trust in the same way. We are so driven by this mental energy of constantly proving ourselves, constantly doing effort, constantly being productive, constantly being busy, that we forget how to trust, we forget how to allow, and how to ultimately receive. So yeah, I hope this makes sense. Teresa, oh, Tanya says, gratitude for what I do have has been a good antidote for me whenever I'm heading in that direction. Yeah. Also, gratitude for the journey as much as we can. This is so helpful. That makes us be in this place of constant appreciation and adoration for our lives and whatever it offers to us, even if it's something dark and something negative. We have to see the blessing in everything, and if we can see the blessing in everything, it shifts from the inside out. All right, awesome guys. Again, thank you so much for donations. Thank you for supporting me with this. I appreciate it so much. If you feel to connect with me, if you feel to be part of this mentorship that I just told you about, let me know. Connect with me directly on my profile here on Inside Time, or send me a message, or through the group that I just shared with you through the circle. I'm gonna share again the link. Um, and let's do it. Let's decide today to change something. So it's a life changer, guys. Literally, up to you. Feel it, feel it in your body, and act upon that, trust that feeling. um yeah, and then I hope to see you next time in the next live. I don't know where it should be because I think maybe Friday my time. I don't know what time will be, but if you join the circle, I will post there exactly when I will do the next live. And yeah, let's stay connected. Let's inspire the world. Let's maintain a higher frequency as much as we can, because this world right now needs it the most. It needs examples and leaders of what it means to be feeling good, and what it means to still trust, to still be centered, to still owning the truth within us, and our integrity and everything. These are the times where we need to show up for ourselves, for for our own lives, and for our whole collective. This is how we serve. Actually, it's the best way to do this, and the world will experience that. The world will have us as an example. Will take us as an example. Simple. And the universe rewards us because we are basically co-creating on a universal level. When we do that, we are helping the universe towards expansion and not contraction. Even though the world seems that it contracts right now, it only contracts until a point when it's going to go boom again. And we can help with that boom. We can help with this, bringing this high frequency into this realm of planet Earth. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for the donations. Thank you, Karu and Rob. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys. So we are powerful beyond measure. Don't forget that we are literally creators. We are not victims of lives. We are not puppets of the show. We are creators of our realities and our world, and we all have the same vision of creating a better planet, creating a better life experience for us here on Earth. It is time. It is time to play. It is time uh, to explore, to feel, like we deserve to have a better experience, a harmonious experience here on the planet. It's why we came here, guys. It's literally the reason we came here. It is in our DNA. It is in our vision. We are all, most of us are star seeds, and by being a star seed means that we have these codes of higher frequency within us. you know, and we came here on the earth to bring these codes, to help humanity grow, to help us, our families, our friends, our communities. Right? It's the only uh, thing that we basically are responsible of doing. If we just want a better experience, everything is for our best good and highest evolution. It's not sacrifice. Right? We are not sacrificing anything. On the contrary, we feel good, and by feeling good, everything expands. It's the only commitment we have to have with ourselves. Thank you, Lisa, for your donation. It's you know the only thing we have the power of is feeling good. So it's also something here. People say you have to serve others, right? Yes, we have to serve others, but how do we serve others is by best serving ourselves. When we have our cup full, then we overflow from that cup, right? So it's the best ways, to reach this higher frequency, and then, bam, we are serving. And the impact, guys, is at least 10 times stronger. It doesn't mean that taking an action out of sometimes frustration, sometimes rebelling, doesn't mean that it doesn't help. It definitely can help. It can create some friction, it can create some contrast and resistance, but it can help. It doesn't mean it's just one way. No, there are many ways. You can embody your dark energy and say, yes, I'm going to fight love. Okay, do that. I did myself. I tattooed that journey on my hand, by the way. So I can see all the time and remind myself, wow, there are better ways. And this is what I understand from my journey. We don't have to fight what it is. We have to improve it with a better frequency, with a higher version of what we want to experience. Be the change. Be the example, guys. So again, Rob says, how do we feel good? Sometimes we're having a bad feeling experience. I explained that, Rob. So it's about um, honoring that bad experience with your power of love. You have a bad experience. Awesome. It's not about not having bad experiences again. We will always, to a certain degree, have that in our lives, have the contrast. This is what we all are trained to see. We are like, oh, if I'm in a higher frequency, I'm not allowed to have bad experiences. That's not true, guys. That's bypassing. It's not possible. If you really have a bad experience, then you love that bad experience because your dominate energy is a high frequency one. So then you see, oh man, I'm going through something now, or I'm having a challenge, and this doesn't work, and all of that. What am I doing? What should I do? You bring more compassion to yourself. You allow yourself to have that bad experience. You embrace it. you know you give love to it. You give nurturing energy. You don't run away from it. It's like, you know even people who are depressed, there are many people who are depressed. Deep the word depressed in itself has also the solution right there. Depressed. What do you need in order to get out of a depression? Deep rest. So you have to rest deeply so that you can cultivate back energy into your body, because depressed is when you are drained out of energy, you are depleted out of energy because of whatever attachment you have with a story that your mind is telling you. It's literally what it is. It's simply what it is. So then you have to deep rest, to rest deeply, and to transmute that energy. By doing this deep rest, you transmute it into power again, into higher frequency, into just you get energized, right? So it works as simply as that. I know it's very simple to explain about it. Uh, on paper, it's so simple, but having the knowledge of it, it helps us rewire our minds, and simply you will see next time whenever you have experiences that are contrast and that are resistant and so on, when you're in a bad mood, if you remember this, then you apply that and you see how it changes your life. Literally better and better, and practice, 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 because we were trained to function in a certain way, which is uh, uh, half-sided. Is it one-sided? We were trained only from the mind to achieve, to strive, to be productive, to be all of these mental concepts of how we are supposed to live our lives. And we lived in that environment. We are familiar with these patterns. So we have to rewire these patterns. We have to remind ourselves and allow ourselves time and patience, and give ourselves forgiveness and unconditional love in order to transmute these patterns and rewire them. And you know, as much as we do that, we naturally calibrate to a higher frequency more and more and more and more. As simple as it sounds. So yeah, connect with me if you feel like it. I hope this all makes sense for you. Again, thank you so much for donating. Thanks for being here. Thanks for following your intuition, following your soul guidance. Have an amazing start of the week. For me, it's Monday right now. It's 9 a.m., 9:13 a.m. Monday, uh, and time doesn't exist. But even if we perceive it as it exists, it's the same thing. I hope you have an amazing time and start of the week. Much love, guys, and see you in the next lives. I'm gonna leave here again the link for my circle, and you can join it if you feel like it. See you soon.